Hi everybody. Today I just want to do a quick reminder. As we go through the term, I want you guys to always be sure to double check and make sure that you're reviewing the content that we post in our announcement pages. See how meta we can get here with how many pictures of me. Besides having some great additional resources and having a lot of clarification information, if we scroll through our announcements regularly, typically I'll post them on Sundays and Wednesdays, you'll see that I clearly indicate what assignment is due when. This past week there's been a little bit of confusion with when our discussion boards were due. Now we only do a couple discussion boards throughout the term. We don't really do it every single week, but I still just kind of want to point out how we kind of express when something is due. So if we scroll down, we got last week's first module. We kind of go over what we did last week and what we're going to be doing this week, and we have some of that supplementary information I was talking about. Typically I'll break down our information with key takeaways and then some activities that we can do to further develop our skills, or maybe some outside resources that can provide a little bit more clarification. Then if we scroll down a little bit more, I will always post a to-do list with the due date clearly indicated on the top right, and I will break down every task that we have, both graded and ungraded, because remember we do have a lot of ungraded activities in this class, but we shouldn't really blow them off because they are meant to help supplement our learning of the skills that we are trying to master here. So for last week, we see here that we had the discussion class mixer due, and that we also had 1-3 discussion persuasion in everyday life, as well as some activities and a journal that we needed to do. If something's due earlier, I say it's going to be due on Thursday or whatever due date it might be. Then the week kind of goes through, and come Wednesday, I will post our midweek announcement. And I'll add some touching base with concepts, clarification, maybe a couple more videos or displays with some more information in it, as well as some additional resources outside of our classroom. And then I will have a little post here that says the deliverables. And deliverables are the artifacts that you're responsible for turning in. And if we notice, this list is a little bit shorter than the activity, the to-do list that we looked at earlier. This is the stuff that you have to do to turn in. This is the stuff that I'm going to be grading, essentially. So it'll have just the stuff that's due, not necessarily reading activities and that kind of stuff. So it's really beneficial if throughout the term we actively look at both of the announcements that I post. Doing so will probably ease some of that frustration I know some of us were feeling last week. And typically with a deliverable, I'll tell you exactly what's due, and if it's a dual submission, which some of our assignments will be dual submissions where you have to submit both in Blackboard and MindEdge, I will clearly plaster all over it, this is a dual submission. One of our assignments for this week, for example, is a dual submission. So I guess what I'm asking you guys to do is to do me the favor and do yourself the favor of kind of going through and reading the announcements that I post for you. And then if you have any questions at all, of course, you can always email me, text me, chat with me, and we can also post on the general discussion question form, which you guys are doing amazing with. So take the time to kind of review the announcements, and if you have any questions, let me know.